This is Brad with the Unlimited Wisdom 9-Minute Podcast, where business owners making mid 5 figures or more share their wisdom. It's 6 questions in 9 minutes because transforming possibility leads to reality. So let's get to it. Question number 1. In a few sentences, tell me who you are and what you do.
So my name is Bob Clark with On Fire Ignites. We show people how to get rid of all the awkward social media dance back and forth to get people on one-on-ones, and we show them how to do it like that.
Love it. That is amazing. Like that. I
Like
love
that.
it. Question number 2. What's the best thing about being in business, Bob?
Well, first of all, the best thing's the money. Let's just be honest there. But the answer you probably want is I really love it when a client tells me how great our services are working for them and they're making a lot of money there. I actually have a client who's more successful than I am right now because he's putting our systems in place, but he's got a bigger package than I have. But he's very happy.
I love that. I guess that makes you pretty proud.
It really does. But most other people will be like, oh, I'm a little angry that my client's making more money than me. I'm like, dude, you're knocking it out. Love it.
Love it. I love it. Sounds a lot about service. I
Yeah.
admire that. Question number 3. We hear from other owners that they're getting so much business, kind of like what you were just talking about, that the chaos is causing overwhelm. Tell me your thoughts, Bob.
So I've been basically building files in my computer the way I want to do them. And we have an operations officer, and she finally looked at everything and said, no. Because have you ever seen that picture from Community where the guy walks in with the pizzas and everything's on fire?
Yes.
She said, yeah, that's pretty much what your computer looks like. So we're going to get that fixed.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Question number 4. What other successful business owners, like yourself, of course, should be on the Unlimited Wisdom podcast?
Logan Fields. Logan Fields does great things with app work. And you'll be showing people how to get custom coaches, how to get custom apps, and he's doing great things in that area. And Monty Clark, no relation, because he is rocking it on LinkedIn, showing people how to use that platform.
Love it, love it, love it. And question number 5, let's get to the meat of the whole thing, right?
I want some meat.
What piece of wisdom would you share with other business owners?
So I want to talk about how I started my first podcast. And it's actually going to be a little bit of a story there. Is for 3 years, I wanted to do a podcast. Oh, I'll do it later. I'll do it later. I'll do it later. It's not where I want it to be. Finally, I had a coach, and she said, here's the deal. Your first podcast episode will be scheduled in 24 hours. But I don't have the questions. I don't have a website. I don't have this. I don't have that. Great. You got 24 hours to figure it out. And so I was like, okay, challenge accepted. And so I built the system of using short podcasts because I was saying, okay, I want to make this as easy as possible for the guests. How do I do it there? And once I did the podcast for the next year, 90% of my clients came from just the networking on a podcast there. And it wasn't a sale. It was just basically getting to know people, and then money happens. So what I want to really talk about is don't worry about don't launch until you're an A. Once you're that C+, launch. Get it done then. Focus on, now that you're a C+, now you can focus on making an A, making it perfect and everything that you want it to do. But launch at a C+, and then go from that point there. Heck, even launch at a C-. Just get, I like to tease people. My little Starkey saying is just get the damn thing done. And you'd be surprised the results of just getting it done and everything, part of it there.
I love it. When you say C+, can you tell me a little bit more about that? We have a little bit of time left.
Okay, idea is just get something out there. Well, it could be better. Okay, my first podcast was horrendous. Horrendous. I show people just to show how much I've improved in the last year. But guess what? Within episode number 3, I closed a $5,000 deal.
Excellent. Love that.
So, that part there. And it wasn't during the podcast. It was just he talked afterwards, what do you do? Told him what I did. He said, sweet, I'm in.
So what you're saying there is really just get started. Get some
Yes.
direction, get a roadmap, but get started.
Get started, and once it's basically passable. Once you have something that's passable. Once your website is passable. Because I have this belief that everyone wants to have these super pretty fancy websites. And unless you're a website person, as long as your website is passable, it's going to be fine for you.
I love
Now,
it.
obviously, if you're a website person, that's different because that's a showcase of your work. But the idea being is just get something out there.
I love it.
That really is an attitude there. And I know it's kind of a platitude, but really is something where just do it, get it done.
Totally relate. I love that wisdom. That is fantastic wisdom. I appreciate you sharing that.
Thank you.
I am not a tech guy, so I totally relate to that. So thank you for that. And the most important question of all, Question number 6. What's the most fun vacation you ever had, Bob?
Vegas.
Vegas. What'd you do in Vegas, or aren't you allowed to say?
Played lots of poker and hung out with some friends. I actually have friends in Vegas. One of my friends is a professional poker player. And so just talking to him. What's really funny with him is we're both very different opposite ends of the political spectrum, but we just have really good conversations and they're all a lot of fun.
Nice. And I imagine you can't really.
If you ever go to Vegas, Baki Burger. Basically, it's a Japanese style burger. It is amazing. It is like the one place I go every time I go to Vegas. It's Baki Burger, Baki Burger.
Say it again. Baki Burger.
Baki Burger. BACHI.
Nice. Sounds delicious.
Oh, it is amazing. They even have a duck burger.
What goes on in Vegas stays in Vegas, though. So
So when you eat the burger there, the pounds from the burger stay in Vegas. They don't come with you.
Excellent. I look forward to it. I will check that out on my next vacation.
Awesome.
So we've got about 1.5 minutes left or so. Any other remaining questions? Anything else you'd like to ask or deliver?
I always like to say I like the plant in your background.
The plant.
Yeah, the plant there. You have this is a really good background you have there. I'm very happy with it.
Nice. That was from Great Direction. That didn't come natural, but somebody coached me. You may know her. She's well known. Her name is TC.
I'm familiar with her.
And she kind of coached me through that because I'm not really the most,
Is it a live plant or a fake one?
That is a fake plant.
Okay. It looks better than my fake plants.
I love it. We share plants in common.
We do.
Thank you for joining me right here on this Unlimited Wisdom podcast. And thanks for being on. What's your website so people can find you?
I'll go to onfireignites.com.
Love it. This is Brad A. Milford with the Unlimited Wisdom 9-minute podcast, where business owners making mid 5 figures or more share their wisdom globally. Thanks for joining us.